Actually, we haven't had a look at the poll yet. Should we have a look at the poll for the new forestry update? That's just come out, hey? Okay. It's 8 questions. I haven't even seen the blog yet, I don't think. Forestry in 2 parts. So they've got the second part of forestry coming out, which I'm not a big fan of them doing it in 2 parts, but I mean, who am I to judge? Foresters campfires. Get cozy by the fire as we're giving you a nice AFK method for fire making. For 1/3 of normal experience, you'll be able to burn and add logs one at a time to the campfire. Overall, this roughly means 50% less XP per hour, but it is AFK, which is good because Wintertod isn't the most fun. We don't want this new method to supersede any current fire making training methods. Lighting normal fires or visiting the Wintertod will remain far superior. That's perfect because when we do reaction Andy content, we can set up a fucking campfire and have a mass campfire going while we do reaction content. That's awesome. Easy. That's nice. I like it. Campfires will deplete over time, so in order to keep the benefits going, you'll need to keep the fire fueled and ready with logs and leaves. That's perfect. Should we have foresters campfires, you'll be able to add logs to the fire for a reduced amount of fire making XP. I see absolutely 0 downsides to the campfire. Yeah, that's a fat yes vote already on the campfire. That's excellent. Alongside part 2, we'll be adding some brand new events, which each with their own rewards. You'll want to try them all. There's one free-to-play event which won't require an item, the 4 new members events, plus a rework of the Leprechaun. Awesome. Part 1 of the rework, players like the utility of the Leprechaun event, didn't like how other events couldn't spawn while it was active. Yeah, that does suck. We had 2 options, make other events spawn around it or rework the event to give you something worthy of your efforts. We thought there was plenty more potential in option 2, of course. You'll still be able to use the banking feature of the event. That won't change, but we've added the new rainbows that will spawn periodically around the Leprechaun. Running into the rainbows will grant you a buff that will not only give you some additional experience, but will also give you the chance of getting a Nemo-infused bark for simply cutting the trees. Okay, that's pretty cool. That sounds pretty good. Run to the rainbows, you're good to go. I like that. Awesome. What's this? The friendly end. Look at these little boys. I thought they were rabbits. That's awesome. I like that. Let's have a look. There's only one free-to-play event on our roster. Does not require an item and will have a chance to occur whenever you chop trees. 6 entlings will spawn around you. Complaining about the state of the current hairdos. Okay. Your job is to give them a trim, or the hairdos. Okay. The job is to give them the trim that meets their Barnet ambitions. Will it be a classic trim, or could one of them pull off the always groovy mullet? One of these boys here, hey? One of these bad boys. You have 3 options to cut their back, sides, and tops. Each combination of the 3 will result in different to do for the baby trees, of course. Make the cut by clicking on the ends and interacting with the interface. Yep, makes sense. Simply right-click the tiny trees and choosing a cut option. You'll get some experience and a Nemo-infused bark for every ent satisfied with their trim, and you'll gain an experience drop and quantity of a Nemo-infused bark at the end of the time, based on time in the event. Much like the struggling sapling, you'll also get a random amount of leaves and a chance of egg nest. That's cool. We like that. Sounds like good fun. I have no problems with that at all. Beehive. We're buzzing for the next event. Yep, okay, awesome. You'll need to create a smoke canister. Yep, okay, smoke fuel, yep, awesome. When chopping trees with the lever and a steel bar. The beekeeper will spawn as a beehive. Oh, the beekeeper will spawn as a beehive drops out of the tree. You need to help rehome the bees by building temporary bee boxes for the beekeeper to transport them. Using any type of log on the bee boxes, you'll build them up to become the bee-friendly equivalent of a player in house. Building as many bee-friendly homes as you can in the time limit, you'll get a little bit of experience per log added and get a big experience drop when the bee box is completed, as well as the Nemo-fused bark drop and a chance to get a bee box part. Can we get some construction XP as well? Even just a little? Why not? These parts can be combined to create a bee box for your player in the house. Yep, okay, but if you already have one or don't want one, you're able to trade this to the friendly forester for a plentiful serving of a Nemo-fused bark. Okay, that sounds pretty fun. Just making a bee box. That's awesome. No qualms with that at all. I like it. What's this? The pheasant control. This fucking guy. In our initial round of feedback, the violent aspect of some of the events didn't sit right with you. We totally agree, and we tweaked a couple of events for more chill and peaceful forestry vibes. Yeah, you don't want too much violence, to be honest, because you're not there. You don't want to be ready to gear when you're woodcutting. You're not geared ready to fight, you know. You'll need a pheasant spoon, which is a new item plus a limestone brick to spawn the event when chopping trees. So you can't even spawn these events unless you have the item on you. So if someone on the tree has the item, it can spawn the event. You just won't be able to participate by the sounds of it unless you have the item yourself. Nests will spawn around the tree, which means you could also manipulate what you want to have spawn, right? If everyone has just one item, it's only going to be that, like the B box that'll spawn. Nests will spawn around the tree with all but one containing a pheasant protecting the egg. Your job is to locate the unprotected nest, remove the eggs, and tape them to the freaky forester who is also cropped up. Yep, okay, yeah, he'll pop up like that. Awesome. Pheasants will switch nests periodically to guard their eggs, so you'll need to keep on top of which nest you're interacting with. Cool. You'll only be able to carry one egg at a time via the pheasant spoon. Okay. If you try to take an egg from a guarded nest or next to the nest where the pheasant flies in, you'll be stunned briefly. So it's like an egg and spoon race with a fucking pheasant. You get an experience drop and bark, of course, for each egg handed over at the end of the event. You'll have a chance to earn pheasant feathers, which can be traded at the Varrock fancy clothes store for the grand pheasant outfit. Okay, all like B-Box parts, you can trade these for a load of anemo-infused bark. Cool. Nice outfit. It's not bad. Also heard your comments about getting a pheasant and fox pet. While we think the 3 pets from 1 skill is probably too much, we'd like to give some more transmog options to the beaver. Cool. Completing the event, you'll have the chance to have a golden pheasant egg. Or a chance to get one, which can be used for the beaver to change it into a wood-loving critter into a freaky pheasant. Oh, that's cool. Can we get a picture of it? That's good. Poachers, speaking of transmogs, you'll be able to get a fox. A fox whistle from this event, which unlocks the ability to transmog the beaver pet into a cute little fox. He's a good boy. To get that chance, you need to create a trap disarming kit, which is the blueprint plus bronze wire and an iron bar, which will spawn this event once the tree is chopped. Yep. A fox will appear and start to wander around the trees. Unfortunately, poachers also appear, placing traps down to injure the fox. Your task is to disarm them. Once the first player clicks on the trap, other players will have a short period to also interact with the trap in order to contribute. Yep, cool, just like Wintertod. Trap will disarm, and after the first player completes their disarm. Awesome. Not quick enough. If a fox walks into a trap, they will lose HP. When they lose all their hit points, they will limp off to lick their wounds. So make sure to disarm all the traps and save the fox. You'll gain some experience and bark based on... for each trap you help disarm, and big final drop and bark depending on your contribution. That's perfect. Cool. Yeah, the fox is awesome. That's a good pet. Very, very basic, but very cool. I like that. Awesome. Who the hell is that? We've got a big tree mummy here. Final event calls for you to aid the Dryad in completing a ritual that will keep the forests of Gilnor safe, and the trees constantly respawning. You'll need to create a petal garland, which is the crystal charm flowers and a ball of wool to spawn this event once the tree is chopped. Number of ritual spots of all different colors and shapes will spawn around the tree you've chopped. Stand on the ritual spot that correspond one of the necessary shape or color the Dryad needs. There can be multiple spots at once, so keep them peeled, of course. Currently discussing whether the Dryad should tell you what she needs or whether it should be down to you to work on which one you need. Now, get her to tell us, man. Don't make it more effort than what it's worth. You'll have a completion bar that would need to be filled to complete the event, and you'll receive a big drops of experience in anema bark based on your contribution, and once the ritual is complete, of course. After the event, you'll have a chance to receive a wearable version of the petal garland, which once again you can keep or sell for a good amount of bark. Remember, you'll have to have the item to get the best awards and qualify for these extra goodies. Awesome. Sounds good. But now this is the best part. Two-handed axes. I've been waiting for these boys. Brand new rewards you can get from the Friendly Forester shop. Some big-ass boys. Two-handed axes. This two-handed beast will act like an upgrade for the following axes: bronze, iron, steel, black, mithril, adamant, rune, crystal, dragon, and third age. You'll need the same woodcutting levels to use them, of course. Changing the stance. What, they're changing the stance? Of this? What's wrong with the stance? It's the Darrock stance? Oh, they're going to use the Darrock stance? Okay, that's cool. You can make the two-handed by purchasing the exclusive axe handles from the forestry shop and combining the current handle with your current axe. Okay. You'd think it'd also be the blade too, but no worries. Process is irreversible. Both the axe handle and the two-handed axes will be traded on the G. Okay, so it's alright for third age axes. Two-handed axe will chop at the same speed as a regular one, but allow you to gain extra experience in exchange for getting fewer logs. This benefit uses your run energy at the cost of 40 points per successful chop, and you'll receive 20% more experience for each successful hit on the tree, with a 20% chance to not gain a log. Okay. Normally you'd get 2 proper swings in. Is it worth it? Well, that's where our old friend of the Forester Ration comes in. I've heard about these. I think you can actually make them at the moment. I've just not used them. I've heard good things about them. The treats guarantee you restore 20 points of energy per swing when using the axe, which means if you've got a bunch of rations in forestry kit, here's what you'll get. One chop, you'll have 100% drop to 60, restored to 80. So, basically, is that going to be worth using? You'll continue to chop between 4 and 5 until your inventory is full. You have no more rations, or you stop chopping to restore your run energy. While various other energy restore effects will work, we want to highlight that the reduced energy drain effect from stamina potions will not. That's good. You've already got 100 cards stacked up. That's awesome. 20% is huge. It is. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, in my mind, just looking at this, I feel like it's probably... Is it going to be worth camping the two-handed axe? I don't know. It probably is, I'm sure. Stance of these will be changed to be held like direct axe. That's cool. Yeah, it does say that. I'm sure it'll work fine. I just don't... Like, looking at it on paper, I don't know. I'll have to actually try the springing out myself. But it looks good. Excellent. Sawmill voucher. To me, when it says successful chop, right? In my mind, a chop is like an animation of swinging, but it actually means like when you successfully get a log, right? That's what they mean by successful chop. Not by just because constantly like your guys chop, like every fucking game tick, I'm just losing 20 run energy. It's not that, is it? It's every time you get a log, you lose 40 and gain 20 back. Am I correct in thinking that? Because it says post-chop and pre-chop. Because otherwise that's 5 game ticks in my mind that you're just out of run energy. I'm assuming that's 5 logs. Like 1 chop is 1 log. Sawmill voucher, the handy dandy little ticket. So 20% on teaks though. The camera freezing. That's good. Yeah, my computer's shit in the bed today, man. I apologize for that, guys. Mic's probably popped up again. Yeah, USB. It's beautiful. Sorry. Yeah, my computer's been shit in the bed. I apologize for that. This is good though, Sawmill voucher. It's not lag, it's just my PC is garbage. It's done it again. Like I could hear the fucking USBs plugging in. Like my mouse and keyboard both turn off and turn back on. It's fucking done it again. It's so annoying. Sawmill voucher system, excellent. Very good. Twitch's gloves, these were previously called arborist gloves, and we've made some slight changes. For those that don't know, Twitcher is a term of birdwatcher. Since pre-streaming times, yes. Currently, a Twitcher is someone who streams on Twitch. In other words, a cuck. You'll be able to purchase this bird nerd hand warmers fully charged from the shop and buy subsequent changes from the Fenley Forester 2. Okay, awesome. What do? You can choose to receive an increased chance by 10% to receive one type of bird's nest. Okay, so by wearing them, you can choose which bird's nest you want to receive more often. These gloves, they let you have more than... They let you have a 10% increased chance on the bird's nest, okay? You can choose which bird's nest you want a bigger chance on. That's all. Ring, egg, seed, or clue. I don't know if it works on bird's house. I would hope it does. But definitely while you're cutting logs, that's for sure. Update my bios. My bios, I don't know. I don't know. It's only started happening today. I've got a fucking clue. I have to do some problem solving after this. Every time you roll a chance for a nest with these gloves on, a charge will be consumed and a 10% effect will apply. We're going to make sure the charges for these gloves are very affordable, so you're never short on the next nest drop. That's awesome. Totally fine. Maybe it doesn't work for birdhouses by the looks of it. But that's cool. I think all of these are really good changes for Forestry 2 coming up. As for current content changes, guys, it's nothing really important. Just for people who have 99 wood cutting and wanting to combine their cape with the kit. The log basket can be a little frustrating to use, so we're making it work more like the plank sack. And that's about it, okay? I'm going to end the stream there. I'm going to end the video there because I need to figure out what's wrong with my computer. Thank you for watching. Vote yes to all of these. Absolutely, I'm voting yes right now, okay? Yes, these are all excellent. And then I'm going to go try to fix my computer. Thank you. Disconnected again. Yeah, something's wrong with it. All right, have a good night, guys. Thank you. This is the easiest room in the raid. It's quite simple. You got a big boy. Look at him. God damn. Fuck me. Look at that boy. It's huge.